Good morning. How are you today? Today we are going to talk about the past simple tense for 5th primary, module 1D. Now, what is the past simple tense and why we use the past simple tense? We use the past simple tense to talk about actions that started and finished in the past. Okay, so when I can know that this sentence is in the past simple, or if I see a sentence, so how can I know that I should use the past simple tense here? We have got some keywords that we use. When we see them, we know that we should use the past simple tense. What are these keywords? Yesterday, last night, last week, last year, once upon a time, long ago, and ago. Now, let's move to slide number 3 to know how can we form the past simple tense. For the affirmative form in the past simple tense, we have got regular verbs and irregular verbs. So let's start with the regular verbs. For the regular verbs, we add ed at the end of the regular verb. We add only d if the verb ends with e. For example, bake, baked, like, liked, move, moved. We add IED to the verb if it ends with consonant plus y. So in this case, we drop the y and add IED instead. For example, carry, it ends with a consonant plus y, r plus y. So what are we going to do? We are going to drop the y and add IED to the end of the verb. So carry is going to be carried. We are going to do the same with study. Study ends with consonant plus y, d plus y. So what are we going to do? Yes, very good. We are going to drop the y and add IED to the end of the verb. So study is going to be studied. Now note, if the verb ends with the vowel plus y, like play, what are we going to do? Okay. We're not going to do anything. We are going to add only ed to the end of the verb. So play is going to be played. Now this was for the regular verbs. What about the irregular verbs? The irregular verbs are the verbs that don't follow any of these rules. They are different and you should study them very hard. For example, we have got go, went, do, did, sleep, slept. Now let's move to slide number 4 to see how can we change the verb in the past into the negative form. There is one word that we can use it with the singular pronouns or with the plural pronouns, and this word turn the verb in the past into the negative form. What is this word? Didn't. We use didn't with even singular personal pronoun or plural personal pronoun to turn the verb into the negative. So the form is going to be as following: personal pronoun or noun plus didn't plus verb stem. This is the negative form of the past simple tense. For example, she didn't play piano yesterday. We put didn't and the verb that comes after didn't comes in the stem form. Didn't play. The boys didn't study hard last year. Didn't study. We didn't put anything with the verb that comes after the word didn't in the negative. It should come in the stem form. What about the interrogative or the question form? We have got two types of questions: yes and no question and the WH question. Let's start with yes and no question. To form a question in this type, we should use did plus personal pronoun or noun plus verb stem. Let me give you an example. Did Sarah dance well yesterday? Yes, she did, or no, she didn't. For the WH question, in this case, we use WH word like where, when, what, why, plus did, plus personal pronoun or noun, plus verb stem. Let me give you an example. Where did you go last night? Note here the WH word was where, and then we used did, then we used the personal pronoun you, then the verb stem go, and then the rest of the question. We went to the cinema. This was the answer. Now, are you ready for some questions? Okay, let's move to slide number 5 to have some questions to apply what we have said. Let's start with choose the correct answer from the following. My father fixed, was fixing, or fixes his car last night. Yes, very good, fixed. Did, does, don't, didn't Ahmed and Lily travel to Luxor yesterday? Yes, very good. This is yes and no question, so we should start it with did. So the answer is going to be yes, they. Very good. Yes, they did. What did Nora eat yesterday? She eats, ate, eating pizza. Very good. She ate pizza. Now with the rewrite. Rewrite the following sentences using words in the brackets. My mother went shopping last week. Use when. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to think about it. Yes, very good. When did your mother go shopping? The birds flew away. Use not. That means that you're going to turn this sentence into the negative form. And we said, what is the word that we can use it to turn the verb in the past into the negative? Yes, very good, didn't. So the answer is going to be, the birds didn't fly away, because after didn't, the verb should come in the stem form. Omar watches TV every day. Please use last night. Omar watched TV last night. That means that we turned this sentence, which was in the present simple, into the past simple, using ed to the end of the verb. Thank you very much for your attention.